Here's Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Williams. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 33. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Here we go.
On second down, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, baby.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Caught left side, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Here we go. Ohio.
They go play action. Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Cunningham from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Second down, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 44-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, Kaiser got his target, Samuel. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
That's Samuel, caught left side, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Kaiser to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Kaiser. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Here we go.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A give. This is Cook. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a loose football. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Kaiser now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On play action, Kaiser. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down following the run.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Kaiser now. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to add. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Let's go.
Here's Foreman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Flex round. Flex. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Ohio. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 11-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Get there. We got 3 down. Here we go.
Play fake. Kaiser escaping the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. DeShone Kaiser, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
They'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Let's go.
backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Here's Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah. Let's
get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Flex round.
They'll look to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Laquan Treadwell from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 28. And the Panthers coming out now. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw, Kaiser. He's got his man. It's Williams. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Panthers on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.